So guys, today we'll be making that gown, and to make it I have 3 yards of crepe here. This material I'm using is 3 yards, and I'll be taking you guys through the cutting. Okay, so we'll be doing the cutting now. Maybe later I will still upload the sewing part, but if you want the sewing part of this gown, to let me know in the comment section so that I can be able to work on it. So what I have here is my shoulder line. Okay, the length of this fabric will be the gown length. Okay, but the gown length I'm using is 50 inches. Okay, 50 inches. So a quick one, coming to this part, I'll be marking 3 inches. Mind you, I'm drafting the back. Okay, this is the back. Okay, so I'll be marking 3 inches. Then the sleeve length at 22 inches. Okay, so 22 inches. Okay, 22 inches. Remember what I did? I took the neck width, and from this folded edge I took 22 inches. Okay, you don't need to measure your shoulder, but if you want to measure your shoulder, you could just still measure your shoulder here. Okay, her shoulder is 15 by 2 gave me 7.5. Do you get them? From this shoulder point you place it, then measure the length of your sleeve. But if you measure from here, the length of your sleeve should be shorter. Okay, it should not be, you should just measure from your shoulder to the length of your sleeve. But in this aspect, I measured from this place, okay, to the elbow. All right, so that gave me 22 inches for her. Now for the neck depth of the back, I'm making use of 1 inch. Yes, 1 inch. So I'll just go ahead and connect. Okay, so the next thing I'll be marking now, ignore the can please, I'm just going to hold this fabric so that it will not slip off. Okay, so the next thing I'll be marking here now is sleeve, the slope. Okay, I'll be slanting this with just 1 inch. Okay, 1 inch. I came down with 1 inch. Then I'll just go ahead and connect it back to the neck width. All right, neck width. All right, so now the next thing I'll be taking here is the sleeve opening. All right, sleeve opening, and I'll be using 10 inches for that. 10 inches. Okay, so 10 inches for the sleeve opening. Do you get? I marked it from this 1 inch I used to slant the shoulder. All right, so I marked 10 inches. So the next thing to do is to get the bust point. So bust point here is 10 inches. All right, bust point here is 10 inches, but I'll be marking 11 inches for ease. Okay, 11 inches. I'm marking that from the shoulder, the first line. All right, I don't have to rule this, but for your sake I'll be ruling this out. All right, so this is my bust point, and over here now I'll be marking the biggest part of her body, which is her hip. Her hip divided by 4 gave me 9.5 plus 4 inches. Okay, you could add 3 inches for yours, but I'm making use of 4 inches. All right, then I'll measure what I have from this point to there. I have 13.5. Okay, so that 13.5 I will mark it down to the sleeve, to the gown length. Okay, so if you notice at this point, I've gone ahead to connect the lines. Okay, I don't want to waste most of our time on data, so I have to do that off camera. So the next thing I'll be doing now is from this point here, I will go out with just ½ inch. Okay, ½ inch, like so. All right, and I will curve it this way. Okay, now I'll go ahead and measure what I have. Okay, let me show you guys. I'll measure what I have from here. Okay, from here. Okay, I'll measure what I have from there to here. Okay, so that I can get a straight line. I hope you get. Don't be confused, please. I'm just trying to get a straight line here. So I'm measuring it, and what I have there is 22 inches, of course. So I will bring that 22 inches here. Okay, 22 inches here. So I marked it here. Okay, and I will go ahead and connect the way you see me do. This is just to get a straight line of the sleeve. Okay, and we're as good as done for the front. Okay, I'm so sorry for the noise in the background. I just have to cut this for you guys. I have to upload, so I'll just go ahead and cut. All right, and I'll cut from the down part. I'll be doing that off camera now. So guys, I'm cutting around the armhole. I'm cutting there, and I'm cutting the sleeve. Over here I'm giving just ½ inch, not like I'm going to hem it with ½ inch. So this is for the back. Okay, this is for the back, and you can see what I have here for the back. So we're going to fold another into 2 and cut the front. Okay, I would go ahead and fold into 2, then we continue. Okay guys, so at this point I have folded my fabric into 2. Okay, this fabric is folded into 2 just like we did for the back. Okay, so I've gone ahead to mark my shoulder line, and I marked 1 inch from the shoulder line down. Okay, I marked just 1 inch. Okay, and every of my measurement now will start from this 1 inch. It will not cross it. So watch what I'm doing. Now remember our back neck width, sorry, is 3 inches neck width. So I'll be marking 6.5 for the neck depth of the front. That thing is V, okay, is V neck. So I'll still go ahead placing my tape this way and mark 22, just the way we did for the front. 22 inches, okay? Then I'll still go ahead and slant it with 1 inch. Okay, I don't know, let me show you what I'm doing. Okay, 22, then I came down with 1 inch. And from there, I will mark my sleeve opening 10 inches, just the way we did for the front, the back, sorry, 10 inches, okay? And that is it. I'll still come here and mark my bust point, which is 11 inches, just the way we did for the back. All right, 11 inches. All right, I will roll this out. 11 inches. Okay, and coming here, I'll be marking her hip divided by 4. That is 9.5. Then plus 4 inches. You know, this is what we did for the back. Yeah. So I will measure what I have and take it there. That is 13.5. Okay, just the way we got it at the back. Okay, 13.5. So I'll be doing that now. So guys, here, if you notice, I've already gone ahead to connect the lines. Okay, I just did this off camera. Do you get? Yeah. So I'll just go ahead now and come out from here with just ½ inch, just the way we did for the back. Okay, I'll be using ½ inch outwards here. Okay, ½ inch, just the way we did for the back, and I'll go ahead and curve. Oh my god, my curve is out, a little bit out. So I'll still remeasure 22 inches. Okay, I'm still remeasuring 22 inches. Okay, 22 inches from here to there. Okay, and after getting it, I'll go ahead and connect like so. Okay, like that. Now, so the next thing to do now is to connect my neckline like this. This is V-neck. Okay, yeah, this is V-neck. So we're basically done here. We are basically done. So guys, I almost forgot. Ouch. So I'll just go ahead and connect. Sorry, I'll connect my shoulder slant or slope back to the neck width. I almost forgot this, guys. I think I'll do. So yeah, this is it. This is it. Okay, now before I cut this out, okay, before I cut this out, because of this V-neck I have here, I will be, because of this V-neck I have here, if you want, before you cut it out, you can take this one inwards this way. It is very, very important, especially if this thing is round neck. Just take it inwards this way and cut. Okay, so that you have something like this. It's very, very important. Okay, very, very important. All right. So guys, I'm cutting. I don't like my videos long. I don't know why. I don't really know why. I don't like my videos too long. That's why I'm doing everything possible to make it short. Okay, because I'm doing virtually everything, most of the things out of the camera. So this is out. So the next thing I'll be doing now is to cut here. Okay, and the front is almost ready. I will go ahead and slit here open. I'll slit it open. Okay, I hope you guys are seeing this clearly. Let me go back. Okay, so I'll go ahead and slit it open. That is this 1 inch we marked. I will cut it open so that we have 2 pieces for the front. Do you get? So my loves, I've gone ahead to slit this open. Now we have 2 pieces for the front. So the more reason I said you should fold your 1 inch inwards before you cut out your neckline. Okay, it's just for it to sit perfectly this way. Okay, because I'll be using hemming gum to hold this ½ inch here inwards. You know, 1 inch by 2 is ½ inch now. So we have ½ inch here now and ½ inch here. Okay, because the front piece is now 2 pieces. Okay, so now when you are ironing it, just put your hemming gum here and you iron. That way, your neckline will sit perfectly. Okay, this way. Okay, if you did not do it, it will still sit in perfectly. But the best thing to do is for this thing to sit this way, so that by the time you put your interfacing to turn this one inwards, everything will go inside. Okay, I don't know if I'm making sense. The inner belt, you should cut a long rope. Okay, there's no specific measurement for that one. Just cut a long rope, turn it inwards, and that's it. Okay, I should be making this of this long rope. And what I have here, for those that want to know, I have about 47 inches here. Okay, 47 inches. Okay, that's what I have. So I'm using this to cut the second one. All right, remember you have to turn this thing inwards. I don't have to teach you this one now. So it's when you are sewing it, keep it like this, front facing front. You sew it downwards. Then you have to close one part. Okay, then the other part should be open, because that's where you're going to be turning it out from. I know you know this one. Yeah, I know. So that is it. That is it for today's training. Okay, let me know if you want the sewing part so that I can also upload it. All right, and do well to share this video for me. Do well to like, comment, and share. If you're watching it on YouTube, I'm begging you, subscribe to my channel before you download this video. I'm begging you, please, I'm begging you. Click on the subscription button so that you can subscribe, be part of the family. And also don't forget to turn on your notification bell so that you'll be the first to be notified whenever I upload a new video. If you're watching on Facebook, please give this video a thumbs up and do well to share. Okay? Leave a comment for me if you understand. And don't forget to ask your question if you have any. I will definitely respond to you. Okay? See you guys in my next video. Bye.